right, so you're thinking about remodeling your home, but you want to do it for a little bit less. Or maybe you're thinking about just sprucing up the furniture or brightening up a certain room. We're here today to talk about ways that you can save when sprucing up your home. So stay tuned for some easy ways to save money, making your home a little bit more inviting, brighter, and just better to be in. What's up, everybody? I'm AJ Pedersen, team leader with the Advisor Realty Group and eXp Realty. And on our channel, we talk about everything as it relates to your home, your community, and all of the areas surrounding Minneapolis and St. Paul. We can teach you what it's like to live, learn, eat, sleep, play in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. And we're so excited you're here to watch our video. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about the area. And tap the bell so you can be alerted when we post new videos. All the time we have people reaching out about real estate in our area. If that's you, please reach out. Feel free to comment. Our contact information is also below if you'd prefer a private message. We love having conversations with people about what's going on in our local marketplace. All right, so let's get into it. So we're going to talk about a few things that you can do to save on your remodel or just sprucing up your home in general. So the first one would be to increase the efficiency, not the size. Adding foundation size to your home is very expensive. And so sometimes thinking about your home, the existing footprint in a more efficient manner can be smart. So recently I had a client that had a very large hanging upper cabinet in the kitchen that they didn't really know they could remove. And once they removed it, they found that the space just became so much more open and inviting. And the cabinet wasn't really necessary to the storage of the kitchen. So increasing that efficiency in different ways, like removing cabinets, like rearranging furniture, like adding storage in certain areas to make stuff more efficient, can be a great way to save money on your remodel. Next up is brightening up your home. One way to do that without cutting holes in your siding, adding windows, potentially involving engineers and framing and all of those sorts of things, would be on your upper level to add a solar tube. Solar tubes go through the roof. They're significantly less expensive than opening up holes in your siding, and they bring in natural light into spaces that don't have them. One awesome thing about solar tubes is you can get light into spaces that don't have any exterior walls. So think potentially interior bathrooms or master closets. If you want to bring some natural light in from the roof line, but don't want to spend an arm and a leg, solar tubes are great. Another thing you could think about is installing more light fixtures or adding lamps or even brighter bulbs to your existing fixtures. So there are different things you can do to really brighten up your spaces and make your home feel more inviting for less. Next up is on the side of sprucing things up. So hit up the recycling centers. And when I say recycling centers, I mean things like Habitat for Humanity's restores. They'll take donated items and resell them to support the nonprofit, and you can get really nice items from designer stores for a lot less than retail. Next up, with a caveat, do your own demo. If you feel equipped to do your own demo, go ahead and do that. You can save a lot of money doing it. It really requires a lot of manual labor. Obviously, check with your local building officials for any electrical, plumbing, HVAC type things that you need to consider. And subcontractors, if that is part of that process of your remodel. But doing your own demo can save you a lot of money in the short term, which can decrease the overall project cost. Consider the long-term cost, not the short-term gains. So if you're doing a smaller project that might be part of something that's going to be bigger in the future, make sure you're factoring in that project down the road could end up costing more money because of something that you're doing right now. So a good example would be siding. If you're going to do new siding on your home, make sure that if you're later on doing an addition, you're going to be able to match that siding. Because if you aren't, then you may have to reside the whole house, repaint the whole house, or something like that. So make sure you're factoring that longer term plan with your home before you try and cut costs in the short term. Next up is partnering with contractors. So tap into their resources. They might have leftover materials they're willing to sell you at a discount. Maybe they're just going to throw them away and you can use them. Flooring, framing, sheetrock, things like that. But also partner with them. Talk with them, consult with them. They'll often be able to offer you a la carte services for a fee where they may, tell you things that you should be thinking about during your remodel without going full-blown general contractor. And of course, If you don't feel comfortable with running a project yourself, you probably shouldn't, and you should partner with a general contractor. But again, if you're looking for some savings, consulting just to understand a project overall can help you to kick that off and, not break the bank. Another great way to save money is to wait for sales. So understand when different companies, organizations, and things like that are having sales. Usually it's around holiday times. So places like Wayfair, Amazon has a Prime Day, rug companies, window curtain and blind companies, they'll have sales around certain times of the year. And if you can space out your project and you can wait, it's always great to wait for those times when there's a heavier discount on items. And on that topic, you can also wait if you're going to hire contractors. Some of them are going to be much busier in certain times of year. Notably in our area, in the summer, they're very, very busy. Sometimes in the winter, stuff slows down and they're willing to do a project for a little bit less money than they were in the summer. One more way that you can save on supplies, I know I talked about waiting for the right time of year, but you can go and buy supplies at an auction. So it's really easy to look them up online. You can find places that have wholesale items. There's stores in our areas that do just sell items at wholesale cost. So auctions, wholesales, and places where you can buy discount items. One important thing to note is that most all of the time you cannot return those items. So you better make sure you double and triple check your measurements and the quantities and amounts that you need before you head to those auctions or wholesale discount places. Lastly, make your decisions early. Make sure that you planned out everything way in advance of the project, because what's going to get most expensive is if you try to cram everything in at the last minute and now you're being forced to buy the products at full price, or you're forced to using contractors that are operating at full or above full price. So make your decisions early, plan things out, and so that you can execute on your plan and save as much as possible. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in and checking out how to spruce up or remodel your home for less. Check back in with us. We love talking about the Minneapolis real estate area, but we also just love talking about everything that is and makes up our communities here in the Twin Cities area. So if you like our channel, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll get notified when we have new videos. Also interact with us. If there's something we missed on this video, feel free to comment or reach out. Our contact information is going to be in the description below. Thanks for checking it out.